Hey you guys, it's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Alright, what is today's date? Today is Sunday, January 21st, 2024. It's 9:23 p.m. about the general tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. That's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Have any of these Gemini placements in your chart? This reading can apply to you. But if the reading does not apply, please let it slide for another Gemini out there. As well as check your placements in your chart, because you just be acting out of a different placement. Let's see. Now this reading can be past, present, or near future. So you guys can currently be going through this. You guys have already went through this, or else we saw that be happening for you guys in the near future. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Well, as everyone has masculine and feminine energies. So please take the roles and flip-flop them around as need be, because you will always know your situation way better than I ever will, Gemini. Okay? Alright. Also, personal read information is in the description box down below. Okay? Alright. Now, what are for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's too many cards. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's too many cards. Okay, there's one. What do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. We can do that. And what's the overall energy for Gemini? What is the overall energy for Gemini? The Magician. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Six of Swords. Top of the deck is Five of Cups. So I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but there's definitely someone whose main focus is just kind of getting to a better place in their life right now. There's someone who's definitely more so focused on just letting go of whatever issues of the past and just moving forward. That's what the Six of Swords is about. Moving to calmer waters and just getting to a better place in their life. Especially from these Five of Cups energy. Maybe there are people from the past that maybe someone, was keeping someone in a sad or depressed energy, or maybe someone's had some bad experiences from the past. But it's like pretty much what's happening is you here, Gemini, as a collective, is just kind of moving forward. Despite whatever you've been through, whatever past pains or problems or situations, or even past people that's kind of, hasn't been very helpful for you, I feel like you guys are just kind of pushing forward here. Alright? Your overall energy is the Magician. This is Gemini, Virgo energy. So for you guys, you are definitely trying to manifest new. That's what I'm getting here for you, Gemini. You guys are leaving the past behind and now starting to manifest something better for yourselves. Something that won't make you feel like the Five of Cups energy. Very first two cards here we have is the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So you guys are definitely in this energy where I feel like, are pouring out love into maybe everything that you do, as well as you're now starting to listen to your heart. Okay, for a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys have been kind of prioritizing, like, taking care of yourself, or at least that's what you should be doing here, is taking care of yourself. Like that statue there. Not trying to do too much, or try to, like, I heard, like, pretty much be focused on just healing yourself, healing your heart. That's kind of should be your main goal. It's kind of just, instead of maybe for some of you guys, like, say if you're like me, you tend to like overhelp or like overgive. So now it's like time for you, like, pretty much to fill up on your own cup. I thought that's what you're doing here. Is a lot of you guys are in the Ace of Cups energy where you're just starting to just take better care of yourself. Do things that you want to do. Like eating better or working out, or I don't know, maybe you got to play video games. Maybe you don't play a lot of video games, or maybe you have to just sing or just dance or go outside or take pictures. Just do stuff that you like to do. But pretty much that's what you've been doing here. And with the Seven of Wands coming after it, I feel like maybe you guys have been definitely setting up some sort of boundaries with that Seven of Wands. So that's why I get here. With the Seven of Wands, it talks about usually you guys standing up, or, standing up for yourself, or standing up for whatever you believe in here. Or just pretty much just having something, like, just to fight for. So I feel like a lot of you guys have just been like, set boundaries maybe, or, just protecting your heart, or, protecting your peace. That's definitely something I feel like you guys could be doing here. Why? Because the Nine of Wands followed after it. It took you a long time to get to this place. Also, for some of you guys, this won't apply to all you Gemini. So there could be someone who is, I'm not sure if like maybe someone thinks you guys have opposites or something, but it's like now someone wants to, I feel like, fight for you is what I heard. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to make this about love, but I just can't help because like when I look at that Seven of Wands and then the Nine of Wands, I notice there's two people there. Mhm. For some of you guys, some people might be wanting to fight for you or something like that. I don't know why. But if not, though, I say you guys are now starting to protect your peace because it's like with the Nine of Wands in here, you guys have worked so hard to actually get it. Well, where of course you're not just gonna like let like past energies come in and throw you off or try to put you back in the old like 2023 version of yourself that that you're not anymore. It's like you're not gonna let anything come in and pretty much wreak havoc over your peace or take away your joy. That's what you're not doing, especially with the Knight of Pentacles following after it. Because like I said, it took you a long time to get there. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is slow but steady wins the race. Knight of Pentacles is literally the slowest moving knight in the deck here. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, that's kind of been their thing here is, or this has been kind of your thing here is, you're someone who's been slowly but surely like come on trying to cultivate or accumulate this energy where it's like you're now like open because the Ace of Cups is someone who's not only say have this gushing of love like coming out of them. It's like now so you took you a long time to actually get to this place where maybe you are open. So that's why you are like starting to establish better boundaries for not only sorry, I was looking at the TV. You're now starting to establish boundaries in regards to just your heart because it's like you don't want it to get played with anymore. Because I said it took you a long time to actually get to this place where maybe it took you a long time to recover from maybe a past heartbreak or maybe from depression that you had with people who used to make you feel bad or whatever. It's just pretty much it took you a long time to get here. But it's been for a reason. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. So like that's why maybe you had some lessons you had to learn. Like even myself, like I'm gonna keep using myself as an example because that's pretty much all I really know how I can speak for is myself. Pretty much like it took you a long time to get to this place where maybe with the High Priestess, now you guys are now actually more tapped in and in tune with like listening to your higher like your higher self or your intuition. Because maybe I said a lot of times like maybe your intuition was trying to tell you or warn you about certain things and certain people, but maybe like you questioned it or doubted it. But since you guys like weren't very sure about it, it's like pretty much like this was like the time where you had to, I told you with the Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands, pretty much like go through this journey of now like starting to actually hear your intuition better, so you won't have to like fight off like all these people, or maybe you won't have to take like the hard way out. Maybe for some of you guys, that's what your intuition was guiding you to do, is actually just to build better boundaries, to stand up for yourself more. But that's what I'm getting here. As say if you guys liked boundaries, or maybe you guys didn't really like have a very healthy relationship with yourself. Whatever you've been through has been, like I said, for a reason. It was to help you build a better connection with your higher self, so that you will now listen to your intuition versus maybe sometimes you would over intellectualize it. I feel like now you're just now starting to like if something feels off about someone, you're not going to question yourself. You're not going to think, oh, I'm crazy, or I don't know like what this thing is. Now you'll know this is your intuition warning you about someone. If something feels off, or your body feels a certain type of way, or maybe like in your mind you heard a certain thing. It's like pretty much that's what this energy is. This is going to be, excuse me, it's pretty much that's you building a better connection with yourself. And you did it by healing your heart, which came with you having to maybe protect yourself more. And as with the Knight of Pentacles being here, it took you a while, but you're now starting to play. So I said now you're actually starting to tap more in to your spiritual gifts, or just tap more into your higher self or into your intuition here, so that you won't have to like pretty much go through this anymore. Especially with the Four of Swords being present. Following after the High Priestess, a lot of you guys, maybe it's been called for you guys that you need to take more time to rest and relax. Especially I said if you have been, like I said, in the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands energy, You guys have been setting boundaries and now, been persevering on, as the wounded warrior. I feel like you guys have definitely need some time to just, sit back and relax here, and just take care of yourself, and maybe like you guys going through like a spiritual ascension here, or just leveling up. Like maybe some guys have been alone, or just not like alone, but just pretty much being by yourself so that you could recuperate or relax or get yourself together. I feel like it is causing you to pretty much be in hermit is what I heard, but it's like the hermit card isn't here. It's pretty much causing you to pretty much to go within, because you're trying to elevate or trying to ascend, which is going to require you to actually have this time to just kind of rest or relax, or just to get yourself together from maybe all these energies that you had to possibly set boundaries with, or maybe just you had to remove yourself from. But yeah, it's like with the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you guys definitely need to rest up, so you guys actually get this sort of Ten of Cups here, because I feel that's what you guys are definitely on the journey here for. Is definitely to, like anyone else, you're here to get your Ten of Cups, to make your dreams come true here. But like I said, the reason why this is kind of important is because of the fact that you need to listen to your intuition more in regards to how you're going to create it. And you guys are, I feel like, previously working in overdrive. That you guys were like overworked or overstressed, or feeling less than or sad or depressed. Like you were pretty much like in your peak performance here. So it's pretty much like you couldn't actually get to the Ten of Cups because maybe I said you had the wrong people around you, or maybe you had the wrong mindset about you, or maybe you guys lacked boundaries. That's pretty much like whatever you were going through here. It's like now, whatever, because of what you went through, now you have a better not only better boundaries, but you have a better pretty much a connection with your higher self. So now you can able to tap more into your intuitions or listen to yourself more in regards to maybe people, places, or things that are no longer serving you. So instead of trying to be like, oh, I'm crazy or whatever, instead you'll just actually listen to signs that your body or your spirit tell you, and you won't question it anymore. I thought that's definitely what you have been trial and error process of you trying to figure out who and what is for you. It's been less than a very slow but steady thing. But I feel like now you're starting to get this energy where it's like you're starting to trust yourself a lot more. You're starting to love yourself, what you actually want. Now you're more in alignment with actually creating this, the overall energy is the magician and the last card with the Ten of Cups. Now you're actually able to manifest your sculpture. It's like pretty much this is the time where you are maybe starting to core cut cleanse, or maybe I said you guys are starting to ascend, or maybe you guys are actually get to a place where you are starting to be able to create the life that you want here. So be very mindful of who you have around, like what you're eating, what you're drinking, the people, the places, and things like all that will pretty much play a huge role in regards to creating your Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna get clarification here for you, Gemini. Here for Gemini. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Gemini. The Ace of Cups is the Chariot. Yeah, let your heart lead you here. Chariot is Cancer card here. It's also one of the fastest moving knights in the not fastest moving knights. One of the fastest moving cards in the entire deck. Whatever you do, listen to your heart, because that's what's really going to be guiding you towards the correct way. That's why I give that Chariot, clarifying the Ace of Cups. If you listen to your heart, you will pretty much be guided in the right direction here. Okay, or I feel like maybe for some of you guys that is what's guiding you is your heart. So pretty much don't let that stop you. Yeah, Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, don't lose that spark within you. Because Knight of Wands is the way I'm seeing it is maybe some of you guys might actually have someone who does want to come towards you. For some of you guys, that's a thing. I said I don't want to make it about love. For some of you guys, someone maybe wants to come towards you. Just keep that in mind. But if not that, you guys can pretty much like I said, don't lose that childlike sense of adventure. Don't let I said the past trials and tribulations or the past issues stop you from being the loving, kind-hearted individual that you are. That's what I'm getting. It's just don't lose that childlike sense of wonder. Don't let your heart turn into stone. Don't let the world harden your heart, because I know the world can be a very a cold place, but it doesn't mean you have to let that affect who you are as a person. The Seven of Wands is covered by the Knight of Swords. Okay. What I get is some of you guys, you definitely had maybe have some sort of stern stern boundaries. That's what I'm getting here. I don't know why. Like I keep hearing boundaries, boundaries, boundaries for the Seven of Wands, but definitely I find that's something that is just reverberating. And you guys, maybe you guys, I said, just not being so like overly giving. I told you before, because I feel like maybe that was a big problem. It's like you guys actually letting people know, or letting people know that maybe you can't always be there for someone, or maybe you can't always answer people's calls because like sometimes people will drain you, especially like if you are an empath like me, like someone who's a very highly sensitive person. Not everyone can have access to you, especially if you guys have like a very bright light towards you. Light naturally is going to attract darker energies that are going to just mooch off your energy. Energy vampires, because they people may say like you have a very like motherly or fatherly like empress or emperor like energy, and that of course it's going to attract a lot of people, but not everyone is going to be good for you here. What we have also for the Seven of Wands is the Six of Coins and the Five of Wands. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys have been giving to the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Pretty much a lot of you guys have been like, over giving yourself, previously to a bunch of, energies that were just like, eating off of you. Like I told you before, like energy vampires. That's like with the Six of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. People who are secretly competing with you, fighting with you, are jealous of you, of what you have. So with the Four of Coins being at the bottom of the deck, yeah, it's like now you guys are being called to kind of like pull back. Stop, giving so much of your time, your money, your energy, your love, your attention to other people who are just, secretly competing with you, or are jealous of you, or envious of you, or just, fighting, are pretty much fighting with you, or constantly draining you, or just wanting your spot. It's like you guys had to, like I told you earlier, I said, find balance with yourself. Like, give yourself that much needed love, or take care of yourself more, instead of trying to like take care of everyone else here. That's something you had to do. Or like I said, tell people no. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes, you can't always be there for everyone. I mean, at the end of the day, I know, like, like, say, like, a lot of you guys are like me, where, like, say, you're always trying to, like, be there for people. You can't literally always be there. Like, you're not, like, like, you're not God. Like, you can't fix everyone's problems by you being there all the time. So sometimes, like I told you, maybe you guys actually, need to just sit down and let, people realize that they can, handle their own situations. Because at the end of the day, like, we all are in charge of, like, how we're all in charge of our own healing here, or how, we are elevating here. And that's what people got to realize. Is like, it's, at the end of the day, it's their duty, not yours. It's like, it's their duty to make sure that they're, leveling up and doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's not your job to make sure, like, constantly being there to remind them, or motivate them, or get them to get up and do whatever. That's not your job here. The Nine of Wands covered by the Devil. Yeah, I feel like I told you earlier, there's definitely some sort of energies that were definitely trying to sabotage you with that devil present. I said, there's definitely some sort of obsessive energy, or toxic people, or I said, a toxic mindset. But I definitely think more so it's like people, or something in your environment. That's what I'm hearing. It's like there was definitely people who, for some reason, wanted to drain you. Yeah, but the Strength card being here as well, that's Leo energy. Excuse me. And that devil is Capricorn energy. It took you a lot of strength, or a lot of I said, it took you a lot of strength, or it took you like you being very brave to actually, like, stand up and like maybe tell people no here. Like, like you can't, like I said, you can't always be there, or maybe just to hold yourself back from helping out people. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like there was something in your environment that pretty much wasn't good for you guys, that pretty much was stopping you, or pretty much obsessed with your Nine of Coins energy, your single, self-sufficient, abundant energy. So that's Nine of Pentacles, someone who's very perceived as wealthy or abundant, or someone who has a lot of good like traits or good things going for them. This is someone who knows that they can manifest all that they want here. And with the Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the High Priestess. Yeah, it's like I told you earlier. If you've been going slow and steady, and actually maybe being a bit more secretive or holding back at this time, it's because you're being divinely guided here. Whether you guys know it or not, I feel like that is what your intuition is calling you to do. It's for you guys to slow down. It's for you guys to take better care of yourself. It's to not make yourself so easily accessible to everybody around you. Yeah, because of the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Coins. Yeah, more you start walking away from all the, like I said, people, places, or things, or bad stuff that's pretty much around you, and that's when this opportunity is going to be presented to you, where you're going to have something brand new. Yeah, Ace of Swords and an Emperor. Like I told you before, it's like more you start letting go of what isn't serving you, it's going to make more room for you to actually start walking towards things that's actually going to be better for you here. Okay? Maybe I said, something else, there is an Emperor who wants to come towards you. Speaks some sort of truth. I hear that as well. Or maybe you guys, like I said, the more you walk away, it's like the more you start to gain some sort of clarity. The more you guys boss up and take charge of your own life. As I said, the more, let's say, you get the opportunity to actually, like, not only see the truth and, these Five of Wands, double energy, like people, let's say, who are a bit toxic or obsessive or a bit competitive or jealous of you. But now it's like you have to actually see like like you saw what was in your past. You saw that that was what's going on, and you got clarity from that. But you're also seeing that what that there's better things in the future to come for you. Mhm. The more you heal and let go of what isn't serving you, you're now starting to realize that there's actually better things coming towards you if you're just open to receiving it. Yeah, the High Priestess is clarified about the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is like a painful ending, a backstab, or a betrayal. Transformation though is what I'm getting through this. That's what the High Priestess card is calling here. You guys are definitely going through this time of transformation, or maybe like an old, part of you is dying. Like you guys are starting to become unrecognizable to people because it's like you are starting to go down this spiritual path, or now starting to, let's say, heal yourself, or just take better care of yourself. Yeah, the Lover's card is here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are making the choice, like I said, to let go of other people, places, or things, and now I said just prioritize self-love or self-care here. Okay, and I feel like that's something that you're being intuitively nudged to do here. So I said go ahead and do it. I said walk away from anything that it makes you feel like or maybe just anything you feel like is intuitively like something you let go, whether it be I said people, places, things, a job, or a mindset, or anything like that. Let go of anything that isn't serving you, because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna be presented with something better here that's actually gonna make you happier. So whatever is meant to go away, just let it go away. Yeah, with the Judgment card being here for the High Priestess, I feel like a lot of you guys are now in the energy where it's like you're now making some sort of judgment call, make some sort of decision to actually let go of let's say these past situations that you can actually get better. That's what I'm getting here. You actually going through the death and rebirth process, which isn't always fun. That isn't always like something joyful to do. Like to go through a death and rebirth, to come out as to kill off the old side or the old version of yourself to so the new version of you can be born. That isn't a very fun experience, but we all have to go through it. It's because that's a part of healing. Yeah. The Four of Swords covered by the King of Cups. This is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. For a lot of you guys, I said there is some sort of King of Cups here. So if that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, or it doesn't have to be. Maybe someone who has very strong water placements. What I get from this is that for you guys, I am seeing that you guys are definitely now, I feel like, just getting more emotionally balanced and more emotionally in tune within yourself. So like I told you before, it's like you're starting to be more aware of your needs and like your wants, your needs, and you're more so prioritizing that, so that you can actually be in the King Cups energy where you are starting to not only love others better, but you can love yourself better, because you show yourself that much needed love and within yourself. Now, for some of you guys, though, so this isn't like you guys embodying this King of Cups energy. I'm nothing in the strong sense that here is the Lover's card popping out for this Four of Swords. It could be some sort of King of Cups energy, some sort of water-like energy here. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It should be someone who has a lot of love and affection for you, but it's like, they're not letting it show. Because even though they may feel a lot of emotions towards you, or a lot of deep emotions, like they're hiding it, or I don't want to say hiding it, it's just like they're not very expressive. They're not like the King of Swords where they'll come out and they'll verbally express it to you. The King of Swords is like someone who will love you and have a lot of deep emotions towards you, but it's they're not very expressive about it. At least not in an obvious way. Like it'll show through their actions, in a very subtle way that they care. But it's you have to pretty much pay close detail and kind of read in between the lines of what they're saying. It's kind of like that. But definitely, whoever this King of Cups is, I feel like they're definitely someone who wants to come towards you. It could be someone who's healing, or maybe someone who you had to heal from. That's what I get, because what's coming out at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. This is harmony, stability, or a twin flame, a marriage. Someone might be wanting to come towards you because they feel some sort of strong bond towards you. And that's for some of you guys. But definitely, this could be someone who's healing right now, or someone who you had to heal from, is what I'm getting from this. Yeah, with the Three of Swords. This is someone who you definitely could have been healing from with the Three of Swords, or maybe this person I told you could have been healing from some sort of heartbreak. But definitely, I feel like that's been keeping things on pause is some sort of healing process was just needed in the situation. Maybe this person had to heal from you. Maybe this person had to heal from another person, who broke their heart. But either way, I feel like whatever's going to happen here, it's going to force you to make some sort of decision about someone or something here. And so I give it that Judgment card being here. Okay. For the Ten of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles. What I get with the Ten of Cups and Seven of Pentacles is that you need to be more mindful of what you're investing your time and money and energy into. The Seven of Pentacles talks about you guys reflecting, yeah, with the Emperor being at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor gives me like the boss figure, pretty much like telling you like you're in charge of your own life. You're in charge of creating your own Ten of Cups here. So like I'm not sure if some of you guys are like waiting or wishing for like maybe a miracle to happen or like hoping that maybe like it's gonna just fall out of the sky or something like that. At the end of the day, it is your, like I said, it's your responsibility to make sure your dreams come true. Because at the end of the day, there's gonna be like someone's gonna come in and make all your dreams come true, like or make like the perfect like lover, like come at your door, or have like the dream job just like like, fall into your lap. Like that's not how this works. You have to be very mindful, like the Emperor. You have to actually take charge of your life and be more mindful of like the Seven of Pentacles, what you're investing your time, money, and energy into. In regards to your Ten of Cups, if you want this dream come true, say for like a family or whatever, I feel like you gotta be mindful of like how you're investing your time into that. Are you in a place where maybe I say you are taking the time out to heal and reflect and take care of those childhood traumas, or those insecurities, or those trauma bonds or whatever. Are you starting to actually heal from those, as well as are you being mindful of like you guys are taking care of like yourself in the sense where you're working on your mental health and your emotional health and learning better ways of actually like expressing yourself, like through music or through art, or maybe like I said, just through working out, or just whatever it is for you. This is what I'm talking about when I say you have to be more mindful of how you're investing your time and money into creating your Ten of Cups, to making your dreams come true. Even if it's about a lover, in order to actually be loving, you have to show yourself as someone who's very like lovable, if that makes sense. You can't be like closed off love and saying like you can't be closed off love but still say like you want a dream lover, or you want someone like to come and sweep you off your feet, but like you're closed off to it. Okay, these cards came out for the Ten of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords and then the King of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, for some of you guys, there is someone who maybe wants to come in and invest with you, or there's someone who could be like looking back and wanting to work with you here. But it's like some of you guys are in the Queen of Swords energy. So maybe I said, for some of you guys, I said you guys are healing from a heartbreak, or maybe you guys are more, like I said, taking care of yourself. Like I told you earlier with that Seven of Wands, you've been setting up boundaries with people, so that's like you're a bit more, I almost say closed off, but it's like you're a bit more protective with your peace. It's like I feel like now, what's the Ace of Cups thing here in the beginning of the read? You guys are in this state where you guys are definitely at peace. You guys are having fun, enjoying, being by yourself, I feel like, or just listening to your heart, or doing whatever it is that you want to do. It took you a long time to get there, so it's like now you are more protective about who comes towards you. I feel like there is a King of Pentacles, though, who has their eye on you, though, is what I'm seeing. There's definitely some masculine energy who wants to come towards you, but it's like I feel like you're just more so focused on other things. Yeah, but the Hangman and the Three of Coins here, there's definitely someone who I feel like, while you in this energy of the Hanged One, or see things from a different perspective, waiting for something to happen, clarity to come through. I feel like there's someone who definitely has collaboration or teamwork or getting to know you better on the mind here. But at the end of the day, this is someone who I feel like once again, that's Ten of Cups. Someone views you as the wish to come true, or the dream come true, or wish fulfillment. But the thing is, it's like, excuse me, someone knows that when they come through, with the Sun and Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. Whoever knows, someone knows whenever they come through, like there's gonna be like a big, I know I heard an uproar, because I said with the Ten of Coins being here, or the Ten of Coins, the Ten of Cups being here, it's like I'm not sure why, but there's gonna be people like say like this person wants to come in like marry you, or have you booed up or whatever. I feel like there's gonna be people like who's gonna be watching you. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting the strong sense there's people gonna be jealous. Like if this is a love connection, there's gonna be people who's gonna be jealous of your connection here, Gemini. If this person does come together and you guys do work together, I feel like there is gonna be talk about this, because of the fact that people are gonna be jealous. So I keep looking at the Ten of Cups, and I look back at the Five of Wands. It's like there are people who maybe were fighting or competing to, maybe I said this is about love, like to get this King of Coins, because the King of Coins is like an Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe someone who's like husband or wife material, someone who's doing financially well for themselves. And like maybe there's like a lot of people who are competing for this King of Coins attention, or for this person's love, but it's like for some reason they have their eyes focused on you. And honestly, someone wants to speak some sort of truth towards you with the Ace of Swords. And the Sun card being here. It's like someone wants to reveal maybe how you make them happy here, Gemini. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, someone wants to, I feel like, come towards you here and work something out with you. But you guys, I feel like, are a bit protective of your energy. Because it's like, you're getting to this place where you're happy with yourself. You're happy with your life. You're, like I said, now starting to boss up. You're now starting to like listen to your intuition more. So it's like, you had a lot of trial and error, a lot of, hiccups or a lot of mistakes. But, it was to help you get to where you are now. Like, there really is like, the way I'm saying is like, there is no wrong, choice you made, or, you didn't go through any wrong doors. Like, as at the end of the day, they were all, decisions that were made to help pretty much push you to be the amazing person you are today. So don't like look back and like, think, oh, like I should have done that differently, or I could have done this better. You done everything perfectly, Gemini. And that's why, you're at where you're at now. You're at this place where you are starting to have more peace, where you're loving yourself better, where you're being more kinder to yourself, or maybe actually taking better care of yourself. And so there are people who may be obsessed with you or obsessing over you here, Gemini, or fighting or competitive or just jealous, or I'm not sure what's going on, but like a lot of people can be jealous of maybe of your peace, your happiness, your joy, your abundance, how you're able to like walk away from things that aren't like no longer serve you, so you don't have like a trauma bond with anything or a codependency on anyone. So it's like, you're being presented an opportunity because you're actually doing the work and actually going, like I said, going through the maybe death and rebirth process, or actually just, like I said, just leveling up and going through the transformation that's, that God is requiring of you here, or your higher self is requiring, so that you can actually have the opportunities that's, have these opportunities that's needed here for you. But it's like also there's going to be some sort of love trying to come in towards the end too. But I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It looks like with the Ten of Cups here twice, maybe this could become something magical for some of y'all. Interesting. This is about love. Let's get some situations card. What's the problem? What's the situation here? What's the situation for Gemini? What for Gemini? Sun, rising, and Venus. Oh, that's literally the title card. What for Gemini? Sun, rising, and Venus. What for Gemini? What's the problems here for Gemini? Sun, rising, Venus for Gemini. Okay. Also, while I have you guys can feel energies that are not yours. Like literally earlier today, I felt someone. I felt like I don't know who, because like sometimes like I can feel people's energies. Like sometimes like when my ex is like wanting me, because like we still keep in like touch. Because like when I break up with someone, I don't wish bad upon them or anything like that. Like I still want them to be happy even without me. I'm not one of those like like the jealous, bitter exes. I still want my ex to be. But the thing is like sometimes like I can feel like them in my energy. I can feel them like wanting me, and sometimes like they'll call or they'll text or whatever. They'll like let me know that they were missing me, or like they thought about me or whatever. That's how like I know that it was them. But like earlier today, I felt someone else's energy that wasn't them, and I even asked my like, was it you? And he was like, no, it wasn't me. I was like, see, I knew it wasn't you. But are yours like that too, where you guys can pick up on energies? That's the question. Because earlier today, I felt someone in mind, but I didn't know who. And I want to know, is that just a me thing? Or is that like, do other Geminis or other people go through that too? Because I wondering about that. Sometimes I'll pick up on energies that aren't mine. And like, even like the tarot readers, I don't watch a lot anymore. I'll only be watching a few, like my selected few tarot readers, like maybe one or two now, tarot readers. And like a lot of the times they'll tell you like, if you're a highly sensitive empath, you're going to be picking up on people's energies like that aren't yours. That's why you feel like a bit like heavy or tired or whatever. It's other people's energy, and that's what I was wanting to ask y'all. Is do y'all feel that too, like me? Because sometimes I feel that. I'd be thinking like I'm crazy, like because I'm like I want to be like asking whose energy is in mine. But I was like, that's a weird thing to just call people and ask them like, are you in my energy? Are you thinking about me? So that's what I wanted to ask is, do you guys go through that too? Because if so, let's have a conversation about that. Otherwise, if you don't listen, that sounds crazy what I just said, disregard. I didn't mean that. It says triggers. Name, car, place. Okay. So people could be working on their triggers. Alright, as well as there could be some sort of name that triggers someone. someone's car. Someone could be driving to you, as well as place. Some places may trigger someone. It says sold, moving, physical, locational change. Yeah, so guys, y'all can go into some sort of like change definitely with that Ten of Swords. But in this case, someone could be moving. That's what that Chariot card in the beginning could be. Is someone could be moving. What's the other for Gemini? What's the problem and situation for Gemini? Gemini, you could trigger somebody. As well as you guys have been working on your triggers. Here for Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus for Gemini. Meeting. It says 2 or more people. Discussions, planning. Sorry, I'm right. There is someone who wants to come towards you here. Someone's wanting to discuss something with you here, Gemini. I knew it wasn't crazy. I said I'm not trying to make it about love, but I see love is trying to work its way up in here. Some of you might have some sort of meeting with someone, though. I said if it isn't about love, I said this could be like maybe with a boss. Because King of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles could also be about like a boss as well. Maybe about some sort of promotion for some of y'all. And maybe that's what the fighting could have been. I know I wasn't crazy. I kept looking at the Five of Wands, and then literally what pops up is gossip, petty, jealousy, envy. I knew I wasn't crazy. You guys have some jealous, envious energy around you, Gemini. I think a lot of people might be jealous of, like I said, what you got, or of your freedom, or maybe about, how happy you are, and like, how maybe you see so carefree, or because of like, the blessings that God has here for you, or whatever. Either you have jealous envy energy around you, who I said are trying to pretty much like fight for your blessings, but it's like what's for you can't miss you. And maybe that's what this King of Pentacles is a blessing that's, God sent for you here. That's a God person, whoever they are, they definitely want to work with you for a reason. Maybe you have some sort of skill or some sort of talent, or maybe this person just has some sort of, some sort of affection here for you. But either way, it's for you, and it's not for these other jealous, petty, envious people who are trying to block your blessings. I knew I wasn't crazy because every time I look at the Ten of Cups, I look at the Five of Wands. People are going to be angry. I said, this is about a love connection. People are going to be mad that you got this person. I heard in my head, why her? That's what I heard in my head. Why her? Why does she get it? Or why does he get it? We have here denial. Not facing truth, rational reasoning. Yeah, I feel like I could have the problem before is whatever's been on hold, because maybe someone wasn't actually like, being honest with themselves. Someone was in denial about maybe what they're feeling or what was going on here. It says trash, discarding, throwing out. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. While you guys have been the High Priestess energy, or whoever's in the Four Swords energy, who's like, resting, recovering, reflecting, taking care of themselves. After this person, whoever they are, it's almost like, they're letting, like, pretty much, letting the trash take itself out. Like, there's some, say if there's jealous, envious people blocking the connection, pretty much like, gods are moving it out of their, out of the equation here. These people they won't be able to block your blessings anymore. If it's a person, if it's a job, or whatever it is, pretty much gods are moving it all out of the way. That is this judgment. That is this High Priestess. That is the Four of Swords. That's like all this negative energy is being pushed out the way, because it's almost like this blessing is for you, Gemini. And other people aren't going to be able to interfere with it anymore. It says insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. Yeah, that's that King of Cups. Whoever they are, they definitely are thirsting for you, Gemini. Some of y'all said it's a King of Cups. Another of y'all, it's a King of Pentacles. Maybe it's someone who has strong water or earth placements here. But not, I said someone who's very emotionally intelligent. Also is doing very well for themselves, like, financially. But whoever they are, it's like they're thirsting for you, Gemini. Ooh, interesting. It says threatened, embarrassed appearances. Yeah, for some of you guys, I'm not sure why, but maybe that's that this person is a King of Pentacles. This one is a bit more on the materialistic side, or a bit more on the shallow side. So maybe like, appearances might be very important to them, like, how things appear to the public. They have like maybe a reputation to uphold, or, some sort of like, what's it called, like some sort of prestige to live up to, some sort of reputation to live up to. That's what it is. But it says pressure cooker, rage and ready to explode. Yeah, so there's someone who's ready to pretty much speak the truth. That's what that Ace of Swords kept popping up here for. There's someone who wants to tell you the truth. Someone who wants to finally come towards you and speak some sort of truth to you. It says searching online, looking for info, records. Yeah, there's someone who's definitely said it could be online researching you, trying to search you up or look you up here, Gemini. Tragedy. Yeah, it says forbidden love. Because maybe for some of you guys, this love is forbidden. Some of you guys could be a different race. You guys are maybe same sex. Some of you guys, I don't know. Either way, people are this person's viewing this as forbidden love. As well as this person could have been a party animal previously. Yeah, I'm not going to take this. These are at the top of the decks. It says nightlife in the reverse. It says gamble, take a risk in Vegas, as well as grit. Anchor, chains, and way down. Some of you guys, someone's nightlife was just calling their name here. I'm not sure what was going on, but maybe someone used to be like sort of party animal with the Knight of Wands. And someone else said used to have sort of toxic, habits or bad friends who used to hang around here, or maybe this was some sort of addiction that they couldn't let go of. But it's like now someone's actually starting to free themselves from this. The more they start to heal and let go, and I said just pretty much like take out the trash, like remove the bad habits, the bad friends, the people in their ears telling like this person's too good for you, or maybe you'll never be able to get this thing here, or maybe this person is this or that. It's like pretty much all of that's being removed. Because why? The way the deck split was, it said right here, soulmate, similar, friendship, or a romantic partner. The person knows that you're their soulmate. They know that you're here to help them and they're here to help you. They don't know why, they don't know how, but for some reason you play a role in their life and they're aware of it. We're here for Oracle of the Unicorns for a Gemini. We're here for Oracle of the Unicorns for Gemini. It says intention. Be clear and decisive. Be bold with your requests to the universe. So for you guys, I feel like what's gonna definitely help you out here is your intentions. Okay. Make sure you be very clear about what you want when you're talking to God or the universe or even this person. Be very clear. If you want a job, make sure you make that very clear. If you want a romantic relationship, but make it specific. Don't just say, I want I choose love. Don't be like, I want a good man. Don't say just that. Be like, I want a good man who has who has a job, who isn't super obsessed, hyper obsessed with me, constantly wants to be questioning me and and being insecure about their own position because I look so attractive or I'm doing so well. Be specific with what you want from God or what from the universe. Just say you want a good man. Be specific. Go into detail. Tell me you want him to look like this. Act like this. Talk like this. Be specific. As well as you have trust. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Yeah, pretty much have trust that whatever is going to be for you is going to work out for you. Okay? Don't overthink this. Whatever is going to be for you is going to be for you. If a lot of you Geminis, if you're out there doing the work, then trust that everything's going to work out. Whatever is for you cannot miss you. Okay? Have faith and know that God's magic is going to work here. It says abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. As I told you, you Gemini, you're being guided by your intuition. And pretty much these abundance, the blessings, the celebration energy, this abundant energy is coming to you. So you're just being called to focus and have fun. I said, keep taking care of yourself. Keep healing. Keep, removing things for you. Because I feel like the bottom of the deck says healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your ability. Stay true to your path as a healer. Like I told you before, you guys are definitely, I said, maybe you guys are being guided by your intuition. Maybe you guys are healers or elevating or, having this beautiful energy by yourself and naturally to attract dark energies or, jealous, envious people around you. I feel that's the thing is you guys are now having to be more mindful and maybe set up boundaries and like I said, cord cut cleanse, set boundaries with people in regards to, the access they have with you because, it's part of your healing. Some of you guys might be like me. Very sensitive empaths, or maybe I say y'all pick up on a lot of different things, so you can't always have yourself, accessible to everyone here. Because the simple fact that a lot of people are just going to drain you. Because there are a lot of energy vampires out there that are just gonna, and it came right back out. Healer. Yeah. Well, you guys are healers. So once again, you guys have a very healing light or energy to you guys, and that's what a lot of people realize. Like I told you earlier, so I guess have maybe like very motherly or fatherly like energy, and like pretty much like people notice this about you, and that's why they gravitate towards you or they want to like cling to you here. But it's like expansion's at the bottom. Like I told you, you guys are expanding and growing and elevating. So that's why why you're being called to rest or in case you feel tired or take better care of yourself because this is what's going to be needed during this time of expansion. You guys are going to need to be more compassionate or definitely be more understanding about like your journey here. It says nature. Ground yourself. Find a creative sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elements. Yeah, also what's going to help you out this time is definitely getting more grounded in nature here, Gemini. You guys feel like, so if you guys are like me, I see you're feeling a lot of different energies. What I've been doing is I've been trying to like go outside, like into nature more. That's why like a lot of my pictures that I do is like out in nature. So a lot of times like the inner child in me just wants to go outside. And so when I go outside, I just make sure I look cute. And I take pictures. So it's a win-win. Not only am I outside, I'm doing focus on my healing, but I'm also having fun. And I thought that's what you guys need to be doing. It says adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. And for some of you guys, y'all could be moving to a brand new location, and that could be even happening here for you guys as well. As you guys are actually starting to move here. Maybe you guys sold your house, or maybe you are planning to go somewhere else here. Try something differently, or maybe you guys could just be, as I said, doing a new hobby, or hanging out with a different crowd or something like that. But pretty much whatever you're doing, whatever you're being called to do is try something new. Have a new group of friends, or have a new group, new a hobby, like maybe read books or something. Okay, we have compassion. Yeah, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. That's what I was telling you earlier with that expansion card. You guys definitely being called here to be more compassionate towards yourself. That's why that Four of Swords is here. That's why you are being called to let go of people, places, and things that aren't serving you. Because I say you're going to be ascending. You're going to be reaching new heights. You're going to be, learning about different things, or even like learning about different aspects of yourself. So that's why you're being called to be more compassionate. That's why you're being called to take your time, be patient with that Knight of Pentacles, and just don't give up, or don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. Learn to just kind of laugh it off and just know that you're going to do better next time. It says courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. That's that Seven of Wands that I kept repeating. I told you I heard boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Yeah, you guys need to definitely stay strong on your boundaries, no matter who, what, or what it's calling for you to do here. Stay strong to your boundaries, because like I said, the more you keep elevating, the more like I said you start to have that inner light in you that just shines, that inner peace. The more it's gonna attract all these vampire energies. They're gonna see how bright you shine. They're gonna notice how how different you are. Like the star. The star shines in the midst of darkness. That's what your energy is pretty much gonna be like. So naturally, attract all these people who's gonna, want some of your time, want some of your energy, want some love. But it's like you gotta stand firm on your boundaries and tell people no, that they can't always have access to you. It says adventure is here yet again. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams and move to a new location. Yeah, like I told you earlier, you guys definitely being called to maybe travel. Go out in nature. Maybe you guys are going on some sort of vacation, or actually moving here. But definitely, that's in the future for you guys if you want that. Also have leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, and inspire and empower others. So a lot of you guys are definitely being called up to pretty much step up lead as well. Maybe some of you guys, I said, I'm not sure how or what way, but maybe some people may look up you to be some sort of leader. Maybe some of you guys are, let's call it, I think it's called like an indigo child or something like that. Well, pretty much like you're like some sort of natural born leader. And maybe you might have people who actually up to you, or are inspired by you here. But it's because I said you have this natural ability where you just have this leadership if you don't already have a leadership role, you're going to be presented with some sort of leadership role where maybe you all are called to step up and maybe be in the limelight a bit more, which I'm not sure if you guys like me, that isn't the most comfortable thing for you to do, but sometimes it's what's required. Because a lot of times a lot of times our growth comes from being out of our comfort zone. So maybe that's what this leadership role is calling for you to do. It's kind of for you to step up and get be uncomfortable so that you can grow, so that you actually can not only grow within yourself, but help others grow as well. Help inspire others, motivate others to make positive changes, or to heal from past wounds or childhood triggers or something like that. It's like you're put here to help heal others from their own situations as well. So maybe that's what you guys are being called here to step up. Going to be helping others, heal their own issues, or heal their own family wounds, or help break generational curses too. I have Goddess. It says honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, and love every part of you. Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier. You guys are definitely being called to be more compassionate. Take better care of yourself. Love yourself more. Don't try to beat yourself up. Honor your body, honor your emotions. Because the feminine energy, your goddess-like energy, the feminine energy is creativity, it's love, it's sensuality. So you guys, just pretty much you're being called, to feel some sort of, feel them. If it's sadness, maybe you saw something sad on TV or whatever, it made you feel some way. Don't be afraid to cry. If that's what you're feeling at the moment, is you need to cry. Express that side of yourself. If you want to create something feminine energy is the expressive feminine forces. Maybe paint, maybe color, maybe write something down. Because the feminine is creativity. Whatever fuels you in that sense, or maybe to sing or to dance or have a good time, do it. Okay, don't be afraid to. As well as at the bottom of the deck, it says receive. It says be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Yeah, there's some sort of gift that's coming to you, Gemini. Somehow, some way. I don't know why, but I said it's just coming to you. And I said a lot of you may be jealous because, I kept hearing, why her or why him? A lot of people I said are wanting whatever you got here, but it's they can't have it because it's not for them. It's for you, Gemini. And when you get this, don't feel like you're unworthy of this blessing. Don't. So I said a lot of Gemini, especially myself included, will feel almost like I think it's called a put we feel like we're not worthy of this blessing, we didn't work hard enough, or maybe if we feel for some reason we don't deserve it, but we do deserve it. So as I said, if it's some sort of blessing, especially in regards to love or whatever, a job, whatever, you are more than qualified for this job, and that's why it's being presented to you. You have some sort of special gifts or traits or qualities within you that is giving you why this thing is being presented to you here. Okay, we have the Wolf card here for you, Gemini. So don't feel bad about your blessings, Gemini. Cobra. What else? One more card here for Gemini. Yeah, don't feel bad when you're blessed. Okay. Yeah, this is how the deck split. We have the tarantula and deer. Tarantula comes you guys at sort of crossroad. Whatever crossroad you're at, you're definitely being called a journal. Okay, because and you actually make some sort of decision about what you want, Gemini, your happiness will be fleeting. But don't worry, because of the tarantula card being here, it tells you about how it knows somehow you're going to make the right decision. Okay? It pretty much hovers and waits pretty much like an old friend, but it knows somehow you're going to choose the right thing. So as the deer card was at the top of the deck, the deer talks about you guys are definitely someone who's needing to get more compassionate. You have this energy to bring this tender love and care and softness wherever you go. Maybe because there might be some sort of situation that requires it of you guys, like the birth of a child or something, or maybe some sort of birth of a new creation. But pretty much the reason why that deer energy is here is because you're definitely going to be needing it for whatever the situation calls for. Okay? As well as it's going to help you bring that out is you guys being in nature or being around children. But with the Hawk card being here, it's at the this is the other way the deck split. You guys definitely be having some sort of information or news come your way. It might seem small at first, but it's definitely gonna help you pretty much have that sort of perspective shift, pretty much change your trajectory and where you're going right now. It may seem small at the moment, but trust and believe this pretty much change the way you're moving, or change the trajectory. Like I told you before, the trajectory of where you were going or how you were maneuvering is gonna pretty much change it. Okay, no matter how small it may seem. As well as the oyster card being present, you're also being called to kind of speak up and don't clam up. The oyster cards look like you guys have a lot of blessings, a lot of talents and gifts. But things you take your gifts for granted because of the fact maybe you guys feel that's what I told earlier, maybe you don't feel like you guys are are worthy, or maybe you guys just feel shy, or maybe like you just don't attract the wrong attention like maybe you have previously before. But some of you got now it's time for you guys to speak up. Now it's time to let your gifts and talents and your beauty show. That's what's being called here for you to do. Now, the wolf card being present. This talks about you guys are I heard it was like you're like the I don't know why I heard you like the leader of the pack, but what I'm hearing is for the wolf card is you have to pretty much like be very accepting of people and their journeys. Like being the wolf card about you guys pretty much like you guys accepting the fact that not everyone learns the way you do. Not everyone is going to be able to like pick things up or maneuver life the way you do, and some people are going to like unfortunately follow in the footsteps of their parents. But that's okay because, like I said, at the end of the day, everyone excuse me. Everyone has their own different walks of life. Sometimes, like you have to accept that someone's on a different course than you. So maybe someone has to learn lessons like a bit longer than you, or maybe like have to learn it a bit differently than you, or whatever. And that's okay. Right now, all you're being called here is kind of like being this accepting energy where being such an energy, I pretty much like I heard it is what it is. Like that's what I heard is you have to be in the energy where you kind of like shrug and be like it is what it is. It's like at the end of the day, say like you guys get angry at someone because they're not learning something quickly enough. That still isn't going to help them learn quicker. So I feel like you guys have to just be in the energy of where you're just being accepting that it's going to take someone a bit more time or energy or a little more effort for them to grasp or do a certain thing or pretty much like learn things differently. That's what's going to help you out here. I remember this one quote that says sometimes you have to let people for where they're at and then also leave them there as well. So I feel that's what that wolf energy really embodies. Now the cover cards, that's what you guys are being ever watchful, ever protecting, like pretty much like ever like all seeing, like pretty much what I get from the cover card is you guys someone who's like always mindful and watchful of your surroundings here. That's what the cover card is all about, as well as you guys are definitely someone who I feel like just is needing to learn something here. That's the cover card talks about. It's like you guys need to learn something here. That's why you guys are so watchful. You guys are so mindful. It's because like I said maybe you guys are watching and learning, maybe from not only others but maybe just watchful in regards to like learning about yourself. Sometimes I say we all learn lessons from maybe one another. That's why we people watch. Watch stuff on YouTube, watch stuff on TV. We watch things about movies that help us learn things about ourselves. I thought that's kind of what the energy are about. You also have Fire Ant. The Fire Ant is about you guys being very mindful of like what is going on here. The Fire Ant is like one of the cards where it talks about you guys are just merely following orders and kind of going with the flow of things. But the thing is, you guys are called here to be very mindful of what's feeding your balances and your imbalances. Okay, so Fire Ant being card being present, it talks about you guys definitely having maybe some sort of activity or people or places or things that could be throwing you off. Like I told you before, maybe there's something in your environment that was throwing you off with that devil energy. But you guys need to be mindful of maybe what's gonna help you out is maybe having solo time, being by yourself. That's what the Fire Ant card talks about, as well as maybe you guys having walks at night. Okay, that's what's gonna help you out here. It's definitely, like I said, just being mindful to what's actually agitating you, because like you can't pretend like the heat doesn't get to you sometimes. See, that's part of your honoring your feminine energy. That's you honoring that sometimes people annoy you, and that's the fact of the matter. People are annoying sometimes. Sorry. Not everyone's gonna be for you, and not everyone's like you're not always gonna have a great time with everyone who's who comes into your life, and that's part of the wolf energy. You have to sometimes accept that sometimes people are here to help you grow. Some people are here help push you to be your better self. They're here as a lesson. Some people here are blessings, and some people in life are there as lessons. You have to kind of distinguish the two, differentiate the two, and with the people who are like lessons, that's the wolf energy that's being called into play, where you have to pretty much like don't be jaded, don't be upset, don't be angry, don't get mad. Just accept that they are a bit different, and so I told you sometimes you have to let people for where they're at, love them while they're like where they're at, and also you got to leave them there because you can't stay and keep yourself stuck trying to help them figure it out, because I told you trying to push them or getting angry because they're not learning it quick enough isn't going to make them learn it faster. Sometimes you gotta just leave them there, let them learn their lesson or learn this whatever they need to learn, but you keep going on. Okay, what else? One sec. Mm-hmm. I'll let you know. All right. But yeah. What's the positive affirmations? Yeah, let's put up some positive affirmations for you here, Gemini. Good for Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus. All right. It says, I'm strong enough to face every issue in my life with courage and trust. Okay. So that's what I was telling you guys earlier. You guys are just being called to like to trust your intuition. That's what you guys have went through, whatever you went through. It was so that you could build a better connection with yourself. So that when you're like, like sometimes like you have to differentiate your ego from your intuition, but it's kind of hard if you don't know the difference. That's what this is being called here for y'all to do. Hey Gemini gang, what's that? But pretty much that's what this time was for. It was pretty much for you to build that better connection with your intuition. That's why you went through what you went through. So that you'd be able to differentiate your ego and your intuition. It says today I dare to do something differently. That's what that adventure card was that I was telling you about was all about. You guys are being called. I said if you have maybe switch up your friend group, switch up a hobby, switch up the way you are navigating through life. Maybe change like the way you think about certain things. So pretty much try something that you haven't tried before. It says today everything is unfolding perfectly according to a greater plan. Yeah, that's being called for you guys to do is to pretty much trust the plan. I know things may seem scary, especially when you walk on faith and you're trusting your intuition, like leaning on God's faith and believing that a miracle's going to happen for you. But that's what's being called here for you to do. It's pretty much just no matter how scary things may seem, trust that things are going to work out. Okay? Because my intuition is strong and clear. I trust the voice within. Yeah, definitely. That's what's being required here. No matter how scary things may seem, you got to learn to just trust it. It's not leading you to off a cliff for you to fall and lose and, be destroyed. But since today, I choose hope. Yeah, definitely have hope that your miracles is on the way here, Gemini. No matter what you're going through, don't ever lose faith that God isn't working, to help you out or get you to where you're wanting to go. You gotta trust the process. It says, I say anxiety and stress by choosing to do things that help me relax. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Some of you guys, I said, maybe you want to sing or dance or paint or go outside like I do. I have fun. And that's me honoring my divine feminine energy where I go out and I take pictures or I journal or I paint or whatever. That's you guys going to do the same thing. Do things that's going to help you relax. When all this chaos or drama or jealous or envious people come to you, that are going to, like I said, with the fire energy, let me like trying to throw you off or trying to, piss you off or get under your skin, do things that's going to help get that negative energy off of you. And last we have, I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground and I never give up. Yeah, that's that 7 of Wands I was telling you about. No matter who comes towards you, no matter what the opposition is, don't ever step back. Don't ever let them get to you. You stand your ground and you face your fears. Don't let people trample over you. You are not a doormat, Gemini. No matter how scary it may seem to actually tell people no, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, that's one thing I had to learn was not be so overgiving and not try to be a people pleaser all the time. But that's one thing you have to do too, is not give so much yourself to everybody else, because that's one thing you have to prioritize your self-care, your self-love, and telling people no or setting boundaries with people is a form of self-care. So don't feel bad about you having to take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, no one else is gonna do it. No one else is gonna take care of you but you. So that's one thing you need to do. And if people don't like that, then there's the door. But anyways, this is the end of your reading here, Gemini. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. This was my channel to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Gemini. Okay? Now, don't forget, you guys have a very, very bright light, maybe just in general here, but that does not mean everyone deserves access to you, Gemini. So make sure you are setting strong boundaries and walking away from people, places, and things that are no longer serving you so you can actually have what's destined for you, Gemini. Okay? I love you guys. You guys are so amazing. And never, 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 ever listen to anyone who tries to discourage you from your dreams. Because they do that. Believe me. I love you guys so, 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 so much. But, that being said, goodbye, my superstar.